All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so it looks like the crypto market is tanking again. BTC's at 66, 67,000. If you remember a day ago or two, we reached back to 70K. We were like 70, 71. And it looks like the market took a little bit of a dip today. I'm not sure. There were some talks about an attack on Iran again, so it could potentially be something about potential conflict with other countries that took the market down. And then also, we did get a good jobs report. We got good job report results. It looks like the job market is stabilizing and there were less it was less unemployment this month, or I think it's in the rears, so it's probably last month's numbers. So that usually suggests that we don't need a rate cut, because remember, the mandate of the Fed is to track inflation, make sure inflation doesn't get out of control, and then their recent focus is the job stability. And since the job report came out good, it just gives them less of a reason to lower interest rates for March, and because that's the next time they meet, I believe. And yeah, again, crypto thrives in an interest rate cutting environment. And if we're not, and if we're less likely to get interest rates in March, then that jobs report number is not that good for crypto. Now, if we look at the stock market, the NASDAQ is down, and that's always a telling sign, too. The NASDAQ is full of technology stocks, and it's a technology indice. So usually when that's down, crypto takes a tank as well. But it looks like the Dow's down too. The only thing, the New York Stock Exchange is up. So NASDAQ down, New York Stock Exchange up, and then the Dow is down. Apple is up. Looks like Starbucks is up. Nike is down for the day. And Tesla's up and Nvidia's up, which is surprising because I think Nvidia's part of the NASDAQ, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. What indice? What indice is Nvidia a part of? I'm pretty sure it's the NASDAQ, but I could be wrong. Most notably, so the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones. So it's not only in the NASDAQ, it's in the S&P 500 and it's in the Dow Jones. And it really is a big part of how those indices do, since it's such a largely valued company. It's in the trillions, along with Tesla, right? So depending on how Nvidia is doing for the day, usually determines how that indice is most likely going to do for the day. Now, obviously, the NASDAQ is down, so it didn't have too much influence. But, that's actually, it reads well because a lot of those tech plays are volatile. So I would say for the NASDAQ itself, just because NVIDIA does good doesn't mean that NASDAQ is going to end up green for the day, unless NVIDIA has a huge green day. All right, so let's see. Major indices close slightly lower amid earnings and data digestion. With some rotation in leadership, recent jobs data was stronger than expected, pushing yields higher and weighing on equities later in the session. Dow slipped from record levels. S&P, NASDAQ saw back-to-back losses. All right, so that's kind of it for the stock market. It says the strong January jobs report appeared to be reducing expectations for near-term rate cuts, which lifted Treasury yields and pressured risk markets. Yeah, because risk on assets like interest rate cuts, they like when liquidity enters the market. So if we're not going to get those cuts, then it doesn't, they don't, those tech risk on assets don't react too well. Commodities are seeing volatility. Governments are stockpiling strategic materials beyond gold, driving swings and fracturing commodity market dynamics. Yeah, it looks like the gold and silver run is dying off now. Again, we knew that it wasn't going to be straight up. A lot of people were saying that, but you hear like the talks about gold and silver start to die off, and that's because people can't make money. Not that they can't short, but most people were going long when gold was breaking out, when silver was breaking out, and that's what people feel most comfortable. Now, a lot of people feel comfortable going short, so that's why you hear the talks of gold and silver dying down. There's still some people talking about it on X, but for the most part, talks are dying down with gold and silver, and that's because they're not going up parabolic in price. Okay, so the crypto market, we mentioned this. Bitcoin fell to 67,000 with bearish sentiment. Ethereum and altcoins are also lower. Obviously, when BTC goes lower, you do have some altcoins that hold decently, but for the most part, altcoins go down when Bitcoin goes down. All right, let me check my mic really quick. Give me just a second. Let me check my mic. I think this is good. Have some altcoins that hold decently, but for the most part, altcoins go down when Bitcoin goes down. All right, let me check my mic really quick. Give me just a second. Let me check. All right, looks like my mic is working pretty well. Looks like the mic is working good. Okay, what else? Hedge funds and crypto are increasingly shifting multi-strategy pod shop models to manage volatility and diversify bets. Institutional exposure reports indicate major financial institutions, Goldman Sachs, have disclosed notable crypto exposures across BTC, Ethereum, XRP, and Sol, which is typical. Okay, so, and then next, recent strong employment data, like we mentioned, is dampening rate cut expectations, keeping markets sensitive to upcoming CPI and inflation prints. Yeah, so we have the CPI data read coming out. I'm not sure if it's this week or next week, but that's coming out, so pay attention to that. And I'm pretty sure PPI follows right after that. Commodity inflation pressures, government stockpiling practices, supply tightening in strategic commodities beyond gold, and amplifying price volatility. Okay, so that's it for the stock and crypto market. We did have this geopolitical risk coming, heating up. So while there's no new headline war escalation today, ongoing global conflicts remain risk vectors. Middle East, so we have the Israel and Iran stuff that is there still. And what I mentioned earlier was there was something about the U.S. striking Iran again. I'm not sure if that's true or what's coming out of that, but that's always news that come up and kind of make the market go down. General pattern for conflict: sharp moves in energy prices. Yeah, so typically oil prices go up when you see these conflicts across overseas, because again, we do get a lot of our oil from countries overseas. So when there's tensions, oil prices tend to go up, and that's an indication of conflict or potential conflict. Safe havens like gold tend to rally, short-term volatility. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The market did see a decline slightly, but not too bad. It's not like we went lower, but we kind of just erased any of the gains that we got yesterday and last night. So we'll see how this month ends up, and if Q1's going to end bullish for the entire market. But okay, so let's play 2 to 3 games of Blitz, and that'll be it. And I got my score. I'm close to 350. Hopefully we can get this to 1400 here pretty soon. And they abort it. Slowing down now, buddy. Not moving so fast, huh? Yeah, I don't want to do that. See what he does here. Knew he was going to do that. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I didn't see that nonsense. Can't believe I didn't see that nonsense. That man's playing with speed. Playing with immense speed. See if he wants to run it back. Usually they don't. They're playing like that. Let's see. Let's see. They want to run it back. That was a good game. I think so. I think it was a great game. Great game. Can't complain. All right, I don't think he wants to run it back. All right, let's run this another one. I think I might do this one, and I might do one more and call it a day. Oops. All right, come on, camera. Come on. All right, I think it's good now. Let's bring this back. Do. I think this may be pretty much it there. Oh, Lord. Well, should be fine, actually. And this may be checkmate there. No! That was a misclick, man. Oh, Lord. All right. I think that's fine if I do that. Darn it. Let's see. All right. I think this is fine. I don't know if it is. Jack that up. I could have did something way better than what I did there. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay, that's there. I'm trying to see. All right, I think I gotta move. Oh, this might be checkmate, actually. Might be checkmate. I think that is. Yeah, I think that's checkmate, unfortunately. I don't think I could do anything. Yeah, that was my fault for not paying attention. I guess I could sacrifice that. But, I mean, there's really nothing else I could do there. Nothing else I can do. I might be able to pull this off. I see a fork, but I don't know if he's going to fall for it. Yeah, he fell for it. All right, I think I may be able to salvage this, fortunately. Darn it. that's my fault. All right, let's resign this one. One more. Nonsense. Yeah, no, you don't want to play again. He was mad about that fork. All right, we're going to get this W. Stop playing around. Oh, Lord. Oh, I thought it was bad. Yeah, this thing is like, um, what was that? I have no idea what that was. Fail. We'll see. Maybe he has a plan here. I think I can run away. I think so. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to, Oh, he got me. I blundered. That was my fault right there. And that's checkmate now. Yes, I drew it. I drew it. I drew it. I drew it. I had a feeling I didn't have anywhere to go. All right, trying to get this dub right now. Trying to get this dub. Oof. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, he's trying to go ahead and attack that. All right. That was good. There we go. I got this one anyways. I don't know what my mouse did. I mean, that's incredible that my mouse did something like that. I know he's trying to do something there. Let's, what is he trying to do if he does that? Let's do this. I don't think so, buddy. All right. Whew. Give me that free piece. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He messed that one up. And the game over. Game over. That's how you do it. All right. Yeah, so the market is looking decent. Again, a slight pullback for the crypto market. We did get up to 71,000 for BTC, and then we fell down to 66, 67. So right now we're just range bounding, and I think again we are waiting for this Clarity Act to pass through. It does look like the Senate and the House are discussing it with bank executives and crypto exchanges. So hopefully we get some movement there. And Gonna have to wait for more interest rate cuts. It doesn't look like it's looking too good for March due to the jobs report that we got today. Look pretty strong. So I just think that we need to wait for this Q1 to be over and get some more positive catalysts coming down the pipeline. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good night. Take care.